So, all right, we're live. What's up, Badger Nation? All right, let's see who all's here real quick. We got Bill the Harley guy. He was here like before everybody else. I show him at like 8 minutes before, so I guess he wins that award. Lorenzo, what's up? What's up? Jerry River Bluff Baggers. Hey, hey. Flipping the Blue Mule is in the house. How's the weather up there in Tampa? Since we're in Missouri. Let's see. Jerry. All right. All right, guys. So, welcome to Badger Night Live. We are, as I said, in Missouri. Last weekend, we were in Arkansas at the Steel Horse Rally. And then the weekend before that, we were in Eureka Springs at the Spring Fling. So, we've been busy in Arkansas. We just popped over the line to Missouri to stay with her brother for a couple days. And then where we headed?
Kansas.
Okay. I was thinking Nebraska, but I guess we are going to Kansas for a night.
We're going to go to Kansas first and ride in Kansas.
We're going to Kansas to ride with one of our sponsors, and then we're headed to Nebraska for the Great Plains Moto Meetup. So hopefully we'll get to see you guys a bunch of you guys there this weekend. I did look at the weather in Nebraska, and it is like 90 some degrees today. Is that not crazy? They're further north than we are. Craziness.
I think we wish too hard for warm weather because the weather's been perfect. Maybe a little too hot because everybody's complaining now. When we get here, everybody's like, it's too hot.
That's right. We brought it with us. All right, guys. So tonight we have a couple of special guests with us. You can see them on the screen. Please, guys, introduce yourselves.
I'm Colin, and this is
Jennifer.
We own,
and they're with Cobb Creek Cabins. So I could have went and done a bunch of research on them, but that's not fun. So I'm going to let them tell you guys all about what they've got going on. I know they got a bunch of cabins. We were just talking before it, and they're like 50 miles from the tail of Dragon. So they're like in prime riding area with some really cool cabins. I think there's a story there. So let's have them tell you a little bit about it. All right, guys, tell us about Cobb Creek Cabins. And I know you just recently started this, so, be sure and tell us all about
it. Recently is an understatement. So we've been owners all of, I think today is 9 days. So that's right. It's crazy. But we found this place by accident. Actually, we're both from Florida, from Jacksonville, Florida. I came up 3 years ago to a job in North Georgia. We ended up buying a small cabin in Murphy maybe 2 years ago or so. And then, always coming up here in the winter and riding and whatnot. And we ended up selling that and just happened to, by accident, one day find this place. And of course, we made the mistake of coming out and actually visiting it. And then the rest is pretty much history. So I don't know how we ended up here, but I think it was one of those moments where you both kind of look at each other and you don't have to say anything at all. And you just know that it's the absolute right place. So I'm not even sure we actually had a conversation of if we were going to buy it. It was just pretty much how we're going to make this happen. So that's how we ended up doing this. So we have 6 rental cabins. We're on 23 acres. It's a working alpaca farm. So we have alpaca. We have Nigerian dwarf Nigerian goats. We have Jerusalem donkeys, and of course a lot of property. So there's 6 cabins, and we live in the main house, which was built in 1861. So I think what's special about this property is its history. So it's one of only 5 remaining pre-Civil War structures in all of Cherokee County, North Carolina. And what's more special than that is it was built in 1861 by John Franklin Cobb, who is the grandfather of Ty Cobb. And I'm sure everybody has heard of Ty Cobb, who is obviously the Baseball Hall of Famer. So what's awesome here is right over top of the door in the main house, which is part of where we live now, is a bat that was found underneath the house, a baseball bat. And it's super old. There's only about that much of it left, but you can see right where the sweet spot is, where it's all worn down. So the story goes, there's been only 4 owners of this place since the Cobb family sold it in the 1970s. The story was the owners after that found it underneath the house, and it's been hanging on the wall over the main door ever since. So, the history here is rich. I mean, we're the fourth owners in over 160 years to have this place. And, the history makes it just an amazing place to own and see for sure. What you got? I said a lot.
No, I was just going to say, and then we're a great setup for groups of friends and families to come. That was one of the things when we came to look at the property. I said, man, this would have been be a great place for my family to come rent for the weekend. Everyone has their own separate cabin and then can come together at the fire pit. We have covered picnic areas, a lot of common area. So it's a great place for groups of friends to get together and still have their own bed and sleeping quarters to be separate. So
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
So everybody wants to know where you guys are at. Where exactly are you located?
We are in Murphy, North Carolina. So we are probably 15 minutes from Murphy, North Carolina. We're probably 15 minutes from Blairsville, Georgia. We're 1 mile over the Georgia, North Carolina line. So Murphy is famous. Murphy's famous for being 2 hours from everywhere. That's the saying here. So we're 2 hours from Atlanta. We're 2 hours from Chattanooga, Tennessee. We're 2 hours from Asheville, North Carolina. 2 hours from Gatlinburg. And I'm sure 2 hours from anywhere else you can think of. So
There you go, guys. So 2-hour motorcycle ride to wherever you want to be.
Right.
That's it.
And then, a couple hours back and you're out in the peace and serenity around them. So that's awesome.
And you're around a pretty famous area that everybody likes to ride to.
That's right. That's right. So everybody likes to Tail the Dragon, which is less than 50 miles from us. So it's probably about an hour and 20-minute bike ride from us. But I'll tell you honestly, amazing place. But Tail the Dragon is anybody's ridden it. It's super busy, especially on weekends. There's a lot going on there. But I will tell you that here you have Blood Mountain. That's kind of been known around here as the mini Tail of the Dragon. You have there's just so many places to ride that are just I would say so much less traffic, almost as if not just as beautiful. So the riding here, Wolf Pen Gap is one of my favorite rides. So if you leave Murphy, you go to Blairsville, Georgia, you go up to Vogel State Park, and you'll make a right on Wolf Pen Gap, and it's about probably 15 miles of just the most amazing ride. And then you end up out in Suches, and there's a famous place there called Two Tire Inn. So on any weekend, if anybody's ever seen that place, there'll be at least 1,000 bikes sitting out there, and I'll be hanging out. So that's at the end of that. So there, Tail of the Dragon's amazing, but around here, there's a lot more to see. So.
And that's why they need to come see you guys, because you guys are bikers. So, you like to ride, where to go. So when they come stay with you, you'll be able to tell them this is really what you need to do, or go do that, but then do these things as well.
I think more than that, what we really like is have a group of cool people come out so we can actually go out and hang out with them.
That's even better.
So as most of you know, that is what Angie and I love to do. We love to go hang out with the locals and have them take us for a ride. So how many cabins you got?
We have 6. So we can host up to 30, probably pretty comfortable, if you guys are willing to bunk up. So, with 6 cabins, we have a 3-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, and the rest are all 1-bedrooms, but each one has queen size futon sofas in the living room. So, if, for instance, Jennifer and I were staying with you guys, we could stay in the duck cabin, which is technically a 1-bedroom, but you guys will have a bedroom upstairs. We'd have a queen size bed downstairs, and everybody be fine. So, 25, 30 people, it's a lot of small groups like that are floating around here. Every weekend I see groups of guys and gals riding that are, 10 or 15, strong, and those will be perfect groups for us to have here.
All right, guys, who's in?
I'm in.
We're in. All right, we need about 28 more people. Let's do this, guys.
Daryl Cagle said he's in Southeast Tennessee. So Daryl, do you know about
Thomas is
Cobb
in the
Creek
house.
Cabins?
I'm saying hi to a few people. Wind Road Therapy. Hey, girl. Jerry Van Glider, what's going on? Sorry, I'm behind on everything. Buck Champ's in the house. Hey, Buck, how are you? Neil, further north than all of you guys. Yes. But are you colder than all of us? All right, let's see who else we got here. Lady Tam, Lady Tam 55.
Hey.
Oh, tacos are life. Hello from Des Moines. What's up, buddy? How are you doing? Hank Joseph, what's up? How are you?
We'll be in touch with you, Hank.
I think Tacos for Life needs to come and bring a group of people, and they can make some tacos. Maybe
There you go.
We'll give him a good discount if he makes us some amazing tacos.
All right, Daryl. It's Cobb Creek.
Yep.
Is that right? Cobb Creek Cabins.
That's right.
In Murphy, right?
In
In
Murphy.
Murphy.
It is in Murphy.
So
Awesome. Amazing rides in that area. Rode it in 2012. Need to get back there. See, there you go. All right, Kyle, you in? You can come with us. You can be one of our group of 30. Because you know if we go, it's going to be a blast.
Brandy Ryder just sent us 50 stars, 50 in stars. Thank you, Brandy. Appreciate that.
Sounds like a perfect place for bikers to take 2 hours from a lot of cool places. Yes. So, Jerry, you coming down? Oh, who's coming to the Great Plains Moto Meetup this weekend? I know we'll be there.
Yeah.
I know the River Bluff guys are going to be there.
Pretty sure Mike and Glenn are planning
Yes.
on being there.
Bill Werner's in the house. What's up, Bill? How are you?
Hey,
Miss
Bill.
Monkey. Evening to the hardest working couple. Hi, young lady. How are you? You and your hubby can come join us at the cabins, right?
Yeah.
We'll make an
we're on
evening
that.
of it.
That's a fun ride from us from Florida.
Absolutely.
Just meet in the middle and ride up.
All right, and Sinister Clutch. It's not too far for you.
Yeah.
You can come join us as well, Sinister. All right. I think I got all the howdy duties. So you guys now have a new business. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Have you owned a business before?
Well, we're both actually still work full time, so
Oh, okay.
In addition to taking on alpacas, goats, 6 cabins, and too many donkeys, we're actually both still full-time employed. So Jen works from home, which is wonderful. I'm still commuting an hour and a half each way to work, at least for another, hopefully less than a year, and we'll be doing this full time. So
Yeah. Did you hear that, guys? That's why we need to support. We need to make sure these cabins are full
Miss
so that
Monkey's
they
in,
can-
and she'll bring the Cuban steak sandwiches.
Right.
All right, so we've got tacos for one night. We got Cuban steak sandwiches for another night. All right, who else is coming, guys? We will make this a thing. We'll come up and spend a few days, and we'll all go
I
ride the
can't cook,
dragon.
but I can bring
and-
some potato salad or something.
We'll provide all the firewood we can burn for as long as we stay.
There you go, guys. Who's bringing the fireball? I'm guessing the monkeys. Steve Bates, it was good seeing you at Spring Fling. Headed to the K River Thursday, then Colorado. Congrats, man. Have a safe and fun trip. We're headed to Kansas and then to Nebraska. All right, so you're full-time. Wow, you guys are full-time. So you're full-time jobs and, running this. I don't know if you call it a campground. What do you guys call it?
It's actually a working farm with I don't know really how to describe it. So I'm trying to figure out that now, but so a working farm with cabins. So we're 6 cabins, all we're on a Cobb Creek flows right through the middle of the property. So your cabins are most of them are less than 20 feet, literally right off the water. So everything's very private. So your front porch view could be alpacas or goats, or the farm view. The back porch view is a bamboo forest sitting directly on a creek of just pure privacy. So I'd say we call it I don't know, our
Sounds
dream.
like an
I don't know
oasis.
what-
Sounds like a
An
biker
oasis, maybe, yeah.
It is an oasis. Yeah, it's really beautiful.
So Wind Road, she has an RV and she travels, but you guys probably don't have like hookup and everything for RVs, do you?
We don't, unfortunately. We haven't explored that opportunity yet, but I would say that if we had guests that came, for instance, this fall, we're going to have some folks renting the entire property for a wedding, and one of them's coming in RVs. We have plenty of room for that, but what we don't have yet is, we don't have I've RV'd before, so you pull in, you have your, where you can hook up your sewage and all that stuff. So we don't have that, but we have plenty of places to stay in an RV. Just don't have the actual hookups as of yet.
What about tenting? Like if you had we got some people that love to just tent.
Right. Yeah, our party
Not
would
us,
probably
but-
increase if they could pop up a tent.
I would say with 23 acres of, plenty of
Nobody say
places
no?
you could definitely get lost doing that.
You guys could snuggle up with an alpaca.
Right.
Be nice and warm.
No doubt.
So Windroad wants to know, do you have any plans in the future for RV hookups?
We talked about it tonight. So there's a really beautiful spot on this property that is kind of up on a hill that overlooks the entire farm, and it literally has well, septic, everything you would need in a pad and all you need to do is pull in. So it's actually ready to go today, except it's got a 40-foot Connex box sitting on it that I need to move. But yes, in the future, it'd be a perfect spot for something like that. You can get in and out. You'd actually be a bird's eye view of the entire farm.
Nice.
There you go, guys. We're finding you all these great locations to go camping and cabining, and if you call it that, and just hanging out, guys. And then the riding around there would be spectacular. I'm excited. I want to go. I don't care if you guys go or not. I'm going because I love to ride that area.
So if you left our place here, and you could go to Cherokee, which is maybe an hour or less, and the ride just from here to Cherokee is amazing. But then you leave there and you hit the bottom of the scenic byway that goes from Cherokee to Gatlinburg. So you're hitting that entire most amazing ride ever. I mean, it's one of my favorite rides of all time. So it's slow because everybody's stopping. I mean, the last time we rode it, we must have saw 100 elk, and we saw 3 black bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby.
So, that's that last hour of that ride from Cherokee over to Gatlinburg is just, it's just an entire day of just something I've never seen before. It's an amazing ride.
We saw a bear.
We did. We saw our first
Our
actual
baby
bear while we were
we're calling
riding.
him not a baby cub. We're calling him a teenager.
He's a teenager bear. He wasn't like a tiny cub, but he was definitely not full grown.
Coming in from Arkansas to
Missouri.
yesterday.
He did not like the sound of our bikes. He was at a full sprint away from us.
I got to see him. That was the cool part. I
Tacos are
totally
live.
didn't miss him. I got to see him.
So what do you guys know about this? Here's their
we were
They're obsessed with Bigfoot here.
so just so you know, we've scouted pretty hard for a Sasquatch. Just today we were walking some wooded property. I saw some scat. I'm not sure if it was that or not, but it who knows. But I can tell you it's an obsession here. Everywhere you go, literally there's shops put up. There's what is it? Probably 10 or 15 minutes in Blue Ridge, Georgia, maybe a 15-minute drive. There's an entire massive store that's just dedicated to Bigfoot adventures. So everything about them is Bigfoot. So if you're really into that, 20 minutes or less, you could be there and have an entire day.
All right, guys. So now we are going to we're going to Bigfoot hunt while we're up there too. I like that what Miss Monkey said. So tacos, Bigfoot, alpacas, count her in. So it sounds like an absolute blast. And then, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to definitely have to come when you guys can take a couple days off and go riding with us.
I'm in. I've got, so since we've bought this place, so when we lived in our house in North Georgia, which was very recently, riding for me was every Saturday, no doubt, all day. And then probably 3 or 4 days a week to work. But since we've taken on this project, my bikes are sitting in the shed, and I've literally not even opened the door. Look, I just haven't had time. So I need a break to do that. So
what happens when you have multiple full-time gigs?
That's right. That's right. But I can leave here, and I got my drive to work's an hour and a half, of most of which is through Blood Mountain. So that's the base trail to the Appalachian Trail, the start of that in Georgia. It's actually the place where it starts is in Blood Mountain. So I pass that point every day on my ride to work. So I've got probably 50 minutes of an amazing ride. So once it the weather gets a little more stable, it's been a lot of rain, I'll do that 2 or 3 days a week for sure.
Oh, awesome. Gmo and Jeepa are in the house. What's up?
It looks like they have good internet there, which is great.
Right?
We do.
So,
All the cabins have Wi-Fi.
oh,
Is that
guys,
all
you
you
hear
do?
that? All the cabins have Wi-Fi. So all of our content creators can go there, run for the day, come home, edit your videos,
Yeah.
upload them. That's awesome because that is worth the price of admission right there. It's hard to find Wi-Fi
Out in the middle of nowhere.
out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, if you have Verizon, your cell phone won't work, but you have fiber optic internet all the way up to your cabin, so you can at least make Wi-Fi calling. You have great, amazing internet. But if you have AT&T, you have great cell phone service. No Verizon, but we work off of Wi-Fi calling.
Awesome. Well, we have AT&T phones, but then we carry a Verizon hotspot with us because we have learned that if one doesn't work, the other one usually does. So that way we have internet while we're traveling, but there's just no replacement for Wi-Fi.
No, not at all.
Look at that with Steve Bates.
All right, I'm still cabins in New Georgia. I see some great riding in North Georgia. Absolutely. Gma and Jeepa, yes, they're saying hello to her. Who's got the biggest feet here? What? So Steve Bates has partied with Bigfoot. Dude can hammer down the fire on the mountain. Yes. So Fire on the Mountain, if you guys don't know, is the name I coined for my favorite drink, which is Fireball and Mountain Dew.
Oh.
So when you see people referencing Fire on the Mountain, that's what they're talking about.
Fireball
Talking
and
about the
Mountain Dew.
gauntlets.
That is an interesting drink.
Right? Time to make a trip. Yes. Come on down. Miss Monkey's going to look up Cobb Creek and try to get the old man up there. Tell Monkey that he's got to go with us. We'll all go. We'll have a good time. We'll call it, we'll write it off as a moto meetup. So all the content creators can come. We'll have tour guides. It'll be a party. I like it. Keith Hibbert's in the house. What's up? All right, I'm caught up. Yay! All right. So yes, guys, I think I want to make a plan and make this happen. So everybody that is interested in going to these cabins, they said we could take like 30 of us, and I know some of you will camp, so we can do more than that, and just want to go hang out for maybe a long weekend or something. And we'll just do some riding for 3 or 4 days, hang out at the campfire of a night, and get our party on.
We could go for 3 days and take 3 different directions and make 3 different absolutely amazing rides. So it would be an easy opportunity to spend several days of just really unique and beautiful riding.
Road Rush Nation says me.
Well, that's funny because we were talking about like the RVers and how they cloverleaf, right? They go from they take this ride and then they take that ride and they take this ride. I love it.
So Flipping the Blue Mule wants to know why all the people in RVs always want to hook up.
I love it.
Moto Ramblings. Hey, all, can't stay long. Son, surgery tomorrow. Just wanted to say hi. I love the idea of this get together. Well, it's like right in your backyard, right?
Yeah.
So absolutely. So all right. I'm sure Moto Ramblers could be in. I have a feeling we can pack that. I have a feeling we can pack the campground. And best of luck to your son and his surgery tomorrow. We'll keep him in our thoughts and prayers. So hopefully he gets better soon, whatever it is that is going on. So yes, I'm excited. I love that area. It's probably one of my favorite areas to just go ride, hang out, and
Buck Champ's on here. I want to talk about Buck. So, Mr. Buck Champ, I reached out to him before we left to went to Arkansas. And I'm like, am I going to be seeing you in Arkansas? And he's like, wait, what do you guys got going on? And he hadn't got his bike yet. And so,
do you have the new bike, Buck?
Where we were going to be. And he's like, oh, I don't have the bike. I'm like, you can still go. But he's like, and we get there. We pull in for the Moto meetup.
He's the first person we saw
that Friday night. And there he was. I'm like, what? No way. So we got to see Buck Champ. So Buck Champ had went down on our World Record Poker run in New Mexico. It was. So he's got a new bike. Yeah, he should have picked up the bike. At least I'm told by Mike that you had got your bike last week. So it was really cool to
Got it
see
yesterday.
him. So, and he told me to tell everybody hi. So I'm telling you, Buck says hi. Got it yesterday. Yay. That's awesome. Good to see you.
When and where
Back
exactly?
on the road.
When and where exactly? And thanks for that. Smashed his collarbone in a bike wreck on the Rattler. We've ridden the Rattler. It's
How I didn't know about this,
yeah.
Patrick?
And how can we help?
Yeah.
We'll support bikers for a
Reach out
reason.
to me.
Yeah,
Get a
reach
hold
out to
of
us.
me.
Let us know what's going
Get a
on
hold of me, please.
and how we can help.
Yeah. Guys, that's what we're here for. I mean,
Support bikers is more than just a catchy name.
yeah. I mean, we're here to help out with, with motorcycle accidents like this, especially. I mean, get in touch with us so that we've got resources. We can help out.
Absolutely. I can't believe we didn't know that
I know.
with motor ramblings, especially.
Patrick. Dang it.
All right. Well, I think we've made a plan. I'm down for this.
Well, awesome.
Too. I mean, yeah,
So
there's happening.
we'll just have to put something together. We have a pretty busy summer, but I'm sure we can squeeze a long weekend in with everybody.
Anybody that's watching, do you guys have any questions for them that you would like to ask? Throw those in the comments for us to read. I guess we'll talk a little bit about what's going on with what happened with us over the weekend. We were trying to decide we were going to go to Steel Horse Rally or not, and
Wasn't sure how he was with this. I think we're all good. Thanks so much. Okay. Long as you're good.
so we ended up leaving. We were supposed to go Thursday and stay Thursday night and
Yes.
because the rally was Thursday, Fridays, Saturday.
It was Friday, Saturday,
Was
Sunday.
it Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Friday, Saturdays. There wasn't
I
much
know.
going on Sunday. Friday, Saturday. We were going to go up Thursday night, but it was raining. So we left last Sunday, a week ago last Sunday, we left Eureka Springs. It was beautiful. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it rained all day in Missouri.
Yeah.
So that was not fun. Friday morning, it was kind of misting and sprinkling on our ride there. So,
Nothing like it had been.
Right.
It was fine.
but the rally ended up being great. We had a really good time. The weather was good. All our friends from Eureka Springs came up and hang out.
So the rally was different. It wasn't like a rally we'd been to before. Friday, it wasn't as busy as it was on Saturday. So Saturday is definitely the big day to go to make sure and be at for all day Saturday.
Yes.
Friday they don't shut down the road. It's on. They did that night, didn't they?
Yes,
in the evening time. And then then Saturday comes and the road's shut down.
And something I've never seen. So not only do they, not only do they park you guys on both sides of the street. I've got it right here, dear. Not only do they park you on both sides of the street, they park you in the middle, but then they cruise. So they go all the way down the closed and then they loop and do it again.
Has anybody been to a rally that's like that? It's like, you go cruising the main street, and you go around the town square and everybody's in their cars. And I hadn't seen that done with motorcycles. So that was different for us to attend. And they had some vendors. It's not a big vendor one that you'd go to and see all the big vendors at. And they had bands and they had Bikini Contest. And
yes, a friend of ours or someone we met and ate dinner with Friday night and ended up winning the Bikini Contest.
On Saturday. That was cool.
And then Saturday, we were gone all day Saturday. So Friday night, we were walking down Main Street and somebody said, Badger. And I turned around and it was Kenneth.
Kenneth first.
And Kenneth owns a little restaurant about 30 minutes outside of Fort Smith. So he invited us for breakfast. And then that guided tour, right? So we got to go up to the highest point in Arkansas.
Yes.
I don't remember the name of it.
Mount Mount Magazine.
Man-
Mount Magazine in Arkansas. It's the largest mountain in Arkansas, guys. I had no idea.
And we'd never
But
been
it's-
there before.
It's cool to have the routes, the route going up and then came down, a route the other way. And it was a beautiful, beautiful ride. Of course, in Arkansas, pretty much everywhere you
Kind of like his
go.
area.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably leave his cabins and go any way and have a great ride. I'm going to guess.
We do it all the time. It's hours in any four directions. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that. I mean, that's one of those places you just pick a direction, right? And you can ride. Probably
Yeah, we
all
like
day.
to just the best thing to do. I don't know if any of you guys have ever done it, but the very best thing is just no GPS, no phone, and you just head out and you just start taking turns and see where you end up. And
Oh, that's the way I like to roll.
yeah, some of my best rides have been just let's just see where this road goes, and then when you get to the end of it, then you figure it out from there.
Yep. That's the way I love doing it. I do that in my own neighborhood. Just to go different routes.
Try making all right turns and see where that takes you. Sometimes that's cool. Or a right and a left and a right and a left.
Tornado Alley Ride said Mount Magazine is a great ride. It was. We had a really great time. And that's what the locals bring. We didn't know about it. So he took us on a great ride. And, we got to hang out.
I mean, we could have
make
done a
new
poker
friends,
run. We could have
right?
done, right, but to us, it's more fun to
make new friends, see new areas.
Yeah, and do that. So, yeah, we loved it. Which we want to do shout out to Keith Hibbert because he was there. He's from Oklahoma. And so he met with us and hung out with us a lot of time. And Rick and Linda Turner. And we got to meet Becky and Roland and Mark, their son. And then Mary, and his name's Caden. And yeah, it was. Who else did we get to meet up with? Then the Switchback.
Yep, Andy and Carrie.
Switchback. So Andy and Carrie and Eric and Myra, Misha,
Myron,
and Byron, and I saw Ashley and Sarah and Brian, and it was awesome. It was great to see everybody. I got pictures of everybody. We got to eat at some new bars, local bars and stuff that are around there as well.
Yeah, the barbecue place was great.
And really enjoyed the weekend.
All right, so Moto Ramblings is asking again exactly where you're at, Colin. He's in that area.
We are in Murphy, North Carolina, but if you think about it more of an expanded view, we're 1 mile into North Carolina, so we're 15 minutes from Murphy downtown, 15 minutes from Blairsville downtown, 45 minutes from Helen, Georgia, and 2 hours from pretty much everywhere else.
Awesome. Tornado Alley said, now we need to check out Mount Nebo, about an hour east of Magazine. So we heard Mount Nebo mentioned a few times this weekend. We didn't have time for it, but
another time. We'll be back.
We'll go to that rally again. We had such a great time hanging out with our friends and, just riding. So I'm sure we'll be at that rally again.
Well, Kenneth is talking about having a campground himself, right? So they're gonna have their little cafe and RV, and so they'll be getting that going. So we'll be back. So.
Yes, especially since every place we go, we make new friends. So we just keep going back to those places because that's the fun place to hang out.
Yeah. If you're curious about what we've done, where we've been, you guys, I know a lot of you are on YouTube right now, but go to our Facebook page because that has like our little clips of everywhere that we've been. So you guys
it gets stuff added daily, whereas YouTube gets it like once a week.
So Motor Rambling says they're in Asheville. That's 2 hours from here.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Everything's 2 hours from there, right?
And it actually, from here to Asheville is a hell of a ride. So as long as you stay off the interstate, I mean, it's just beautiful.
Well, then you'll have to connect with Patrick because he does YouTube stuff. So he could come check out your place, do a little video on it and the rides there and back. And that would be cool.
That's what we need.
Destination.
Believe it or not, I'm old, so I'm 46, and I tell you, technology is so escaping me. But we've gotten in a short time we've been up and running. So we have over 5,000 Instagram followers and 3,000 plus Facebook followers. So it's been cool. We've just tried to post, some honest, good content, and it's amazing to see people kind of, come together and flock to it. So
yeah. So Moto Ramblings, you're in charge of getting down there and scouting it out for us.
Yep.
hey, I will say this, that if anybody does actually look on our website or Facebook or Instagram, I've literally been night and day just trying to get our website up and running. And so any pictures that are on there, that's all current stuff. So it's, I've been to places and many times in life, and you see pictures online, you're like, oh my God, this place is going to be amazing. And then you go there and it's just a disappointment. But, everything that we have is what it's really like. And I think the guests we've had so far, we've had, a pretty good amount of people that have come and gone, and everybody says the same thing. Pictures really don't do it justice, and it's hard to capture things in pictures sometimes. But, I would say to anybody that's listening that, what you see online in pictures will be anything in person should exceed the expectation. It shouldn't be the other way around. So you won't be disappointed if you like what you see online, at least.
All right. So I'm thinking it's going to be the Cobb Creek Moto Meetup.
That's it, man. We could actually, if we, some thought went into it. I mean, we could have a massive rally. I mean, we have one field that's probably 12 acres. It's all manicured. There's a private drive into it. I mean, it would just be you could do a huge, I mean, you could have just a I don't know. I mean, 1,000 bikes there. It's all,
Well, everybody's
Have
going to
a
want to.
stage, have some music.
Everybody's going to want to come after all of us have our moto meetup there, and all the cameras come out and they see what great riding and time we had. So that is definitely something that maybe we can hook up in the future. JS Highway 123 from Lamar to Jasper is one of his favorite rides. Awesome. Motor Rambling said he's going to connect. He's 55. Guess he's saying he's older than you are. And then he said his next long weekend he's there. Awesome. Hey, Des, we have homework. Oh, Des, he's wrangling Des in to help him. So he's going to bring his drone. So they'll show your place really well.
Good. We need that because it's, I don't have a drone or video, any way to do really great videos. So everything we have to capture with, still pictures, and it's really hard to take it in that way.
Oh, when our crew descends on your campground, there's going to be more cameras than you've probably ever seen in your life. We're all carrying multiple cameras, phones, drones. Yeah, there might be a big power suck when we all plug in to charge at night, but that's just all part of it.
We'll be good.
Yeah. As a Badger rally.
When we signed up and got our sign up with the power company here, they sent somebody over in person because we have 10 power meters. So I've never, I don't know if you guys have ever owned a big thing like this, but we've never had more than 1 meter of one electric bill. Now we have 10 that comes in the mail every month. So it's incredible.
That's a lot.
It is.
So he says Badger rally, maybe like a support bikers rally. That'd be cool. Oh, Wind Road's in. Let's do it. This is what we spoke about in the Everglades at the Badgers. Yep.
Yes, we were.
We'll be close by in June. There you go.
Great.
I'm sending 2 of my crew.
It's better riding than in the Everglades down there.
Right.
I'm just curious, what does everybody like to ride? So, a lot of people, if they're not from the area, they love riding, way up in the mountains, all the S curves and that type of riding. But me personally, I guess because I drive that every day to work, my favorite riding is when you get kind of outside that and you're on those back country roads, mountains on the left and right, and you can, some guys cutting his farm and you can smell the fresh grass and you see that. So you can actually open it up and go a lot faster, and you get some great curves, but you have that more beautiful scenic farm type view. So I wonder what everybody else likes. Do you like the S curves and the up in the mountains and the high altitude, or the stuff in between?
Yeah, good question. Put it in the comments. I want to know too.
Love sport bikers, but you know me, Badger Nation. Yes, we know you, Badger Nation for sure. All right, so Wind Road's going to check it out, and so is Moto Ramblings. All right, guys. So I've kind of put my foot in my mouth here, so we're going to do something. We just have to figure it out.
Great. No,
Honey, you're just going to have to figure it out for us.
I think we all know what that means.
Notice I said we're going to have to figure it out, and I looked at her.
Mhm.
Stuff in between.
Did you guys see my? Did you see my bandana? Baby Badger has one too. So our friend Misha, she surprised me over the weekend. She's like, "I got something for you." So I love my bandana. So I'm sporting it today. So big shout out to her. Thank you.
Let's connect via Instagram or something. I'm a twisty road rider. Moto Ramblings. Awesome.
For sure.
Live in the
Please,
country.
our Instagram is Cobb Creek Cabins, same as our name, so we're easy to find on both of those things. So I'm pretty active on there. We're always, all of our guests say more animal pictures, so you'll see a lot more animal pictures than cabins. But
Live in the country of Kansas, surrounded by farms. Give me the mountain curves. Absolutely, Bill Werner. Then you'll just have to come down for that instead of Route 66. We got to do Route 66. That's an epic ride that we just cannot not do. Plus, we're going to end it right in time for the 120th anniversary. So, like it all, country roads that are well maintained are my favorites. Well, you know, the little missed maintenance makes it for more of an adventure, right? When you're dodging potholes and possums and squirrels and bears and elk and.
I'm laughing because the squirrels coming through yesterday. I don't know what was up.
The
with those
squirrels in Missouri are suicidal. They like go to the middle of the road and they lay down, and you think they're dead, and you're just like pointing them to them in the road so people go around them, and then you go around them and they shoot off in all different directions.
I don't know if they're like, oh, it's warm weather and the hot pavement or something, and they're just like
suicidal, I tell you.
Like when you go by and you have to like rev to get them to go up. Yeah, and then you're like, which way are they going to go? Which way are they going to go? Oh, the squirrels
Sinister
are on track
clutch.
here in Missouri.
I dodged the Amish. That can be a challenge.
The Amish,
yes,
yeah.
that can absolutely be a challenge. Motor Rambling said he just followed you on Instagram.
thank you.
Oh, Grandma and Grandpa want to see Baby. Baby is in the other room hanging out with her.
She was still in
family.
Sonny's peeps, so he got mad at her and booted her out.
That's right. Your hands off my peeps.
So yeah, Mom is actually the one that when you went and put your listing on supportbikers.com, she goes through every single listing and just makes sure that it's legit and make sure the pictures look good and the information's accurate. And she's the one that actually said, hey, you guys should reach out to them and talk to them. It looks like they got a really cool place. So thank you to my mom, G-Ma Badger, for mentioning you guys and bringing you on here.
Because we're always looking for cool places to stay. We are not campers, tenters. So we're always looking for like cool cabins and places like that to stay. So we're super excited. What are you laughing at?
I've had them jump up under.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Them suicidal squirrels. And then Tam said that being in the desert, she loves any ride in green.
Well, it's so freaking flat in Florida, and then it's just so nice to be out right now.
And the traffic in Florida. That's where we're from.
Right.
Which part of Florida were you guys?
Jacksonville.
We're actually met. We met in both from Jacksonville, Florida. So we're from North Florida.
And we talked about moving to Jacksonville, but when we went, it was cold. It got cold up there, at least when we were there. It was like in February, and I'm like, what? This is too cold. So we kept moving like further.
It does get cold. It's you wouldn't think it, but we had a historic house that was built in the early 1920s when we lived there, actually. And it was so cold inside the house at times that we couldn't stand it. We had to buy a bed jet. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but we'd have to turn it on from downstairs and it heats the bed up for you. So you're living in Florida and have to have special heaters for your bed.
Yeah. See, I knew it. I knew it was too cold for me.
All right, Winburn stopped in. He said, "Hey, at the Badgers, had to stop in real quick and say hi. Got to head to work. I know all about the crazy ass squirrels in Missouri." Moto Rambling said he's got to go for real. See ya, buddy. Bill Warner's
Bye,
out of
Parker.
here. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
And honestly, we're probably going to peel off of here too because we are with Angie's
My
brother,
and
and we don't
sister.
get to see them a whole
my
lot. So we're going to go
cousins.
spend some time with them and our family. We, of course, will see you again next Monday night
Yep.
with another guest. I would tell you who that is, but I don't know yet. Look for me to post it.
I'm not sure. Still continued prayers for Amy and her son Kale that got in a motorcycle accident. It'll be 2 weeks Thursday, and Patrick's son as well. Now hearing this, we are still doing the Great Plains Photo Meetup this weekend. So if you or somebody that's in Nebraska area, it's in Lincoln, Nebraska, and it's on Saturday. And we're meeting there in the afternoon. They'll have demo trucks, and then we'll do a ride. So please come out and see us. Come out and say hi. Get your stickers. If you got your stickers, bring them so I can put them on my saddle bags.
Yep.
And
Sinister said, "Gotta go. Great info on Cobb Creek Cabins. Appreciate you sharing the info." Thanks, ma'am.
thanks,
Thank
Randy.
you, guys.
And
Good seeing you.
we definitely want to thank you guys so much for spending your evening
Yeah,
with us.
taking your time to.
Because I know with at least 2 full-time jobs, there's a lot going on.
It's 3
So-
with the animals.
Right?
The
You count the animals,
animals,
yeah.
that's
With
true.
3, that's even more. So we know that your time is valuable, and we really, really appreciate you guys coming on here and telling everybody about your place. I think it's going to be a popular biker place if we have anything to do with it because it sounds awesome.
Hey, well, do me one favor before you go. Make sure you come so that at least I can get my bikes out and do a ride soon.
Right, go. Yes.
I need a break.
Go save Colin and have him go ride.
I know we're definitely in, so we'll put pen to paper and figure it out. But I'm in. I want to go. I love that area. We talked about doing something like that for our anniversary, so
Yes.
you never know. That might be a cool place to meet up for our anniversary or something. So
Well, we'll
we
see you
can't
guys
wait
soon.
to come see you.
Yeah.
But thank you, like I said again, thank you guys so much for spending your evening with us. And guys, go check out Cobb Creek Cabins on Instagram, Facebook, and give them a like, give them a share, and tell all your friends about them. Because if you can't make it, maybe one of your friends can. And let's help this great biker-owned business, right? Support bikers.
Thank
All
you.
right, guys.
Colin, stay on with us. We'll talk with you
After this,
Yep.
and
No
we'll see
problem.
all of you guys next week.
Have a good night.